What is going on, everybody? My name is Pastor Gaines. Welcome back to the channel. I am a Twitch streamer of 3 years. I'm also a TikToker with over 22,000 followers on TikTok. And you are here because there's no one in your chat. So let's get into that. This video is going to deal with everything you need to know about talking to yourself when there's nobody there. Let's get into it. So you've been streaming on Twitch and you can't really get anybody to come into your channel, nor can you get the conversation started or going once somebody does get in there to keep them there. So what do you do? Well, here are a few tricks that have helped me over the last 3 years of my streaming career that hopefully will help you in continuing to get that conversation rolling and to get those follows coming back to your channel. So the main thing that a lot of people are going to tell you is just to keep talking. This is tip number one. You have to keep talking. I don't care what you're talking about, but you have to keep the conversation going, even if it's just with yourself, because you have ample opportunity for people to come into your stream and see you talking and be more encouraged to talk back. It has been really, really rough when I've walked into somebody's stream and they are not talking and they don't talk and they're just sitting there playing the game. There's no interaction. It's very, very awkward. You don't want to be that person that's not talking while somebody new comes into your stream, because they are going to leave just as fast as they came in, I promise you. So tip number two is you have to talk about the game that you are playing. If there's nobody there, you're the narrator. Every single thing you do in the game, you talk about. You talk about the weapon you just picked up. You talk about the buff you just got. You talk about the boss you're killing. You talk about how many tries it's taken you. You talk about literally anything you can think of that you are currently doing, so when somebody comes in, it's going to provoke them to talk back to you. This is really, really big. A lot of people do not talk about the game they're playing. They just sit there and they play the game. Well, what if somebody comes in and they've never seen that game before? You're already going to be talking about it, and it's already going to be giving them information you need, and they're going to talk back. The next thing you can do is talk about stuff that you love, stuff that's important to you. People love to come into the stream and find out things about the streamer. If you love anime, talk all about anime when nobody is there or when people are there, so they can talk about it and tell you back and forth what their favorite anime is. Talk about what your favorite food is. Talk about what your favorite clothes are. Talk about anything that you love and are passionate about, because people, when they do come into your stream, are going to pick up on that, and they're going to want to start talking, and they're going to want to start getting in on the conversation because they can see how passionate you are about it. It will be a little bit awkward at first because you're going to be talking about stuff that no one is responding to, but let's say you just want to talk about your favorite anime. You can sit there and talk about every little thing, every little detail that happened in each one of those episodes that you loved the most, and eventually somebody's going to talk back. The fourth thing I want you to get really, really good at is asking provoking questions. These are questions that are going to get people thinking or get people talking. If no one's talking in your chat, it may be because they are disinterested in what's going on. If you ask really kind of crazy questions, like would you rather questions, or ask questions that get people thinking, then it is possible that you'll have some really good conversation back and forth in your stream. People love to think about really tough questions, and they love to debate, and they love to do those things. If you include some of that in your stream, chances are you'll get some people talking to you. In fact, one of the questions that I asked my chat, it was, is a brownie a casserole? And that got people losing their minds. They were arguing back and forth. They were arguing with me. It was awesome. The other thing you can ask is, are hot dogs better than hamburgers? Anything like that can be thought-provoking, it can get people talking, and it can just be fun overall for people to answer. So next time before you stream, go on Google, type in what are some great questions to ask people, write them down, and then just go through the list as you're streaming. It doesn't have to be one after the other. Like I said, do the other steps in this video first, but throw these in and sprinkle these in from time to time just to test the waters and see how it goes. And for our last and final tip, hopefully if you've done all the other tips, you got some people talking, you got some conversation going, here is the best thing to do to keep the conversation going, is get people talking about themselves. Ask them questions about them. What did you do today? What are your favorite things? Tell me about yourself. It allows people to open up, and it allows you to actually not talk so much, and you can actually a little bit rely on the chat to start talking more to you about what's going on. The more you find out about chat, the more talking points you're going to have, the more subjects you can find you're in common with, and you can just keep the conversation slowly going as time goes on. This kind of method typically gets people to follow your channel, I have found, because you find common ground and they find that they have things in common with the streamer that they're watching, which is great because everyone wants to form a connection, which typically leads to people hitting that follow button. All right, guys, that is it for this particular YouTube video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you can know when I'm making new content. I do stream over on Twitch Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7:30 to 10:30. Feel free to check me out over there, talk all things content. Also, leave all kinds of good tips down in the comments section for how you guys break the silence and how you guys get conversation going. I would love to hear from you guys, and until next time, I'll see you then.